my loves! Welcome back to my channel. This is our part 2 for the makeup brushes one-on-one, and this week we're going to do the makeup basics beginner's guide. In this video, I'm going to share with you what are your basic brushes must-haves and how to pick your essential brushes. Do you always wonder where to start and what kind of brushes you should pick? I know a lot of people have this kind of issues and questions, and they are having a hard time to start with makeup just because they don't know where to start. Also, a lot of people would buy just a whole set of brushes, but do you actually know if you need them, or do you know how to use each and every brush that you have in that set? I know brush sets could be more cheaper than buying single ones, but if you are not going to end up using it, then what's the point? If you are one of those people who I just mentioned, and you're a newbie in makeup, you're a beginner, you want to start but don't know where, then this video is for you. If you haven't watched the part 1 of this makeup brushes 101, then I would stop you at this point and go check it out here. I will link the comment down below because that will give you more thorough information and knowledge to start with makeup brushes. And then after you're done watching that, then go back here again and continue watching. So if you guys are ready, then let's get to it. So my number 1 pro tip for you guys is to keep this in mind. Purposeful brush selection. So what does that mean? It means pick the brushes based on your purpose of using them. So you have to pick the brushes based on your makeup routine. And because I'm doing this video for beginners, I am going to tell you guys what and most likely the ones that are you going to do to start your makeup routine. So for more natural or simple, basic daily makeup look, you would only need a few makeup steps. So first, there's the base or the foundation. Second is your brows. Third would be like your eyeshadow, or you can just keep it more simple, just use eyeliner. Then to add the color back to your skin, you can pick either bronzer or blush. And then last would be lipstick. So basically just those 5 would be the most common daily simple or basic makeup look that everyone would start with. So as long as you have the proper brushes for that routine, then you're good to go. So I am a professional makeup artist and I also offer makeup classes. So most of my clients for those classes and sessions are new to makeup. And what I encourage you guys, if you are like them, make sure you stick with the routine first. Make sure to master those first and be more comfortable with makeup before adding a new routine or a new trend to your current makeup. You have to be more comfortable first with the basics before adding a new step in your routine. So with those 5 steps or makeup that I mentioned a while ago, I will show you the essential brushes that you should pick. So I have this brush set that I use for makeup classes for beginners just because there's 5 different brushes for face and 5 different brushes for eyes. So these 10 brushes would be able to complete a whole routine for my clients. But from those 10, I've picked out 6 that I think would be the most essential or must-haves for you guys. So you don't have to get the exact same set that I have here, but I will show and describe to you each brushes and you can find something similar. It doesn't have to be expensive or a high-end brand. It just have to be the right type of bristles, the shape, density, and size of brushes based on your makeup routine. Okay, so the first brush would be for your foundation. So this is the favorite brush that I use and recommend for all my clients. So this one has a flat top. It's a little bit slanted, but it doesn't have to be. And this one is dense. What I like about dense foundation brush is you can manipulate the coverage of the foundation and you can mimic the look of a well-blended foundation when you use a beauty blender or a beauty sponge. So when I use this one, I put 1 or 2 full pumps of the foundation at the back of my hand, dip it there, start applying it in the middle of my face and work my way out. And how you apply it, you want to bounce it on your skin instead of sweeping it, so you get more coverage and you won't get those streaks from your brushes. I like the shape of this one as well because it's just perfect to get into the small areas of your face. So anything that looks something like this would work best for your foundation. Next one is a powder brush. This one is a little bit smaller. I have oily combination skin and a lot of people are, and I don't usually powder all over my face. If you are like me, I would recommend something of this size. It will just be perfect for grabbing enough powder. Tap the excess and roll it, press and roll it on the areas where you get oily. So usually my T-zone gets oily, and those are the areas where I will only put the powder. If you have super oily skin all over, you can get a bigger brush like this instead of this one. So you see the difference on the size. But basically anything that's more fluffy, that one will pick up pretty good amount of powder and diffuse it nicely to have that uniform application on your face. Third brush is this one here. It is angled and it is more of a rounded top. So this one is good for putting on your blush. You use this flat side here, dip it into your blush, tap the excess and just apply it. I usually just like to bounce it, but you can also like sweep it back and forth if you want. Whatever works best for your skin type. If you have a bit more textured skin, then do more like a bounce and dabbing motion. And if you don't have that issue, then you can just sweep it. You can also use this for contouring. So instead of using the flat side, you use the side of it. Grab some of your contour powder, tap it, and just use the side to really sculpt the hollows of your cheekbones. There you go. So it's like 2 in 1. You can also use this for highlight. That's why I told you guys you don't need a lot of brushes. So this one is like 3 in 1 now, because you can also use this for highlight. So same thing, you use the side of the brush here, like the very tip and the very side, and like this is the highlight, and then just grab the product, tap the excess, and blend it on the highest points of your cheekbone. And there you have it. 3 in 1. Okay, those are the top 3 for your face. Now we're moving on with eyeshadow brushes. So I have these 3 brushes, and I'll start with this fluffy rounded top blending brush. So this is a blending brush. It is really soft and fluffy. So this one is good for blending your eyeshadow so you don't get those harsh lines. So this is the first step that you're gonna do with your eyeshadow. So anything that's more fluffy and bigger brush, that would work for putting your first transition color. So you put it over here and it helps diffuse, blend the eyeshadow well on your crease. So this one, you can also use this for building the intensity of color or pigment in your eyes. So you just dip a darker color after your transition shade and just lightly put it on the very middle of it, like the pointy part, and slowly build it up and start from the outer corner. So it's one brush for doing 2 different eye blending, and you still get pretty similar result. And then second is a flat brush. So this one looks like this and thin. So this one is good for picking up your shimmer eyeshadow. So if you are just beginner, what I'm showing to you right now is the very basic of eyeshadow. So the transition shade, which I just applied, and then second will be for your crease, which I still use the same eyeshadow brush. It's just trying to make sure the application technique is there, which means you have to really get into the hollows of your eye. Compared with the first color, which is the transition, you have to stay a little bit higher. So that's just one brush. And then this one here is for the third color that you're gonna use, which is the shimmer. With this one, you use the flat side and just lay it down flat. So like this eyeshadow here, I'm grabbing the shimmer golden one. So grab not the very pointed one, but the flat side. So you just apply it on both sides, tap the excess, and apply it on your eyelid. Same thing on the other side. So you guys can see proper application and the right tool will make everything easier. Here you go. Then that's the shimmer, guys. So this one lays the shimmer and the pigment nicely on your lid without creating any fallouts. So that's the difference between these two. This one is more for blending and you blend it back and forth. This one, you are just laying the product from the flat side of your brush. All right, the third brush is this one. This one is the angled eyeliner brush. So it's very thin as well. And it's angled. So this one is perfect for doing your brows if you're using a powder eyebrow product. And it's also good for doing your wing eyeliner if you are using a cream or gel pat eyeliner. But if you guys are like me who uses eyebrow pencil, which already has the spoolie and the product in there, everything in one product, or if you're also using a liquid eyeliner like me, which looks like that, then girl, you can ditch that. You don't need that brush. So now you're left with just 5 essential makeup brushes in your makeup bag. And that's it. That is the basic, uncomplicated makeup routine / basic makeup brush essential or must-haves for you guys to start with. Only these 5 brushes is what you need in your makeup bag or your vanity. Because with your lipstick, usually you would have the applicator from your liquid lipstick, or if you have like the traditional twist up lipstick, then you don't need a brush to apply that. So that's basically all you need, guys. So once you have these 5 brushes, then you are good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. I love sharing what I know and what I've learned from my few years of experience in makeup and beauty industry. So if you guys have any question or request for another Makeup Basics 101, make sure to comment down below. I am planning to do another Makeup Brushes 101 series, and this time I'm going to do my ride or die Makeup Brushes 101. So if you guys are more advanced level or you're more of a makeup junkie or savvy, then the next video would be perfect for you. Again, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to leave me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Please share my videos so a lot of other people can discover and join our growing beauty clan. And again, and as always, take care and keep safe.